And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast of Sports with your host Jay Pops. Guys, this is the overreaction edition. Uh, Texas A&M unfortunately did not come out on top. Oklahoma did indeed get the win on opening day. We were the first game to open it up, but this is okay. So this is what happened. Oklahoma won the ball game 13-8. All right, that is all credit to Oklahoma. That's all credit to their coaching staff and everything. The problem with Texas A&M, it was too many errors given up in just 2 innings. Two people, we're talking about two here. I have no clue of how we gave up 8 runs in 2 innings. We gave up some of the most walks in probably College World Series history in just 2 innings alone. Now this is what I did say when we went down 8-0 going into the third inning. I said, okay, we've been here before. Us A&M fans already know the deal. We get to the 7th inning, we're gonna explode. I was completely right about what I said right there. Got to the 7th inning, we just completely exploded. Going up, trimming away at the lead, stuff like that. Those 2 innings where we gave up 8 runs, man, and Nathan Detner, look here, I tipped my hat off to the young fella for just getting out there on that stage and just giving it a shot. But he was bad. He was really, really bad. And the pitching right after him gave up a grand slam. And, I tipped my hat off to that little young fella as well because he's nothing but a freshman. He's nothing but a freshman. First ever College World Series experience. I'm pretty sure that he didn't even much imagine getting to the College World Series. But we're here. We're here. Oklahoma hasn't been there since 2010. All right, so their coaching staff can't tell you that, oh, yeah, man, we've been on this big stage before. He may have been there, but he hadn't been there with that team. He hasn't consistently gone. Jim Schlossnagle has gone. So we do honestly have to put the 30-year mark behind us. We did not look good at all. Good Lord, we did not look good. The positive thing about this is that this here, we've now got that one loss out of our system. The problem is that, which is on the negative side, is that we're moving to the losers bracket. So that means we're playing in an elimination game. So myself as well as you guys, we are going to sit here and watch Texas and Notre Dame. We're going to see who's going to win that game there. But there was a lot of errors in this ball game that led up to that 8-0 inning. I will say this here, man. The guy that faked that hit off of his hand, in which that clearly came off the bat, and I'm talking about the Oklahoma guy here. Referees, man, you guys got to get that right. The ball that came off of Jack Moss's foot, in which they called that an out. NCAA referees, you guys got to get this right as well. But at the end of the day, we just made too many mistakes. This was a ball game in where Texas A&M beat themselves instead of Oklahoma beating them. We simply beat ourselves, man. The pitching just was not good at all. The pitching did get good. It did not get good until the unknown factor came into the ball game, in which they even said it themselves. This guy hadn't got out and pitched in the game since May 20th. That lets you know how much I ain't much know about the whole pitching staff. I didn't even much know that guy coming from out the bullpen. That's crazy to me that we could sit there and have a secret weapon sitting on a bench like that. I guarantee you in the elimination game, he won't be sitting on the bench. Just go around. Nathan Detner, like I say, man, I give that young man all credit in the world. He's been decent all season. You will not see him in this elimination game at all. The elimination game just lets us know that you're here in the College World Series, and you're not the only team that wants to win. All right, everybody that has made it to the College World Series wants to win it all. We all know that. Now Texas A&M players knows that as well. Like I say, man, we was mounting a comeback, and which is crazy as hell to me. That ball game was out of reach when they hit the 12-point mark for Oklahoma. That ball game started getting within reach when A&M scored all of those runs in the 7th inning alone. The game was 8-4. We have done this all season. We've done this all season. Everybody in that dugout looked at each other and was like, man, we've been here before. The guy that we're all waiting to get hot, and that's why I say the positive thing about A&M that could possibly make this team dangerous is that they have now taken their one loss in which they were on a hot streak. So now they've cooled off, and they have to come back on out there. They have to come back on out there either Monday or Tuesday in the losers bracket. If we get Texas in the losers bracket, the thing about A&M winning that ball game is that A&M knows Texas already. They knows what they have. But at the same time, Texas is on a hot streak too. Now that College World Series game there will be the most College World Series watched game in America. I can tell you that. And this is a losers bracket elimination game. But they will indeed watch it because it's Texas against Texas A&M in the College World Series. This a whole nother ball game. Those stats that I told you guys about earlier, I wasn't lying about those stats. It's just they couldn't put it out there on the field, man. They couldn't put it out there. Oklahoma showed up. They showed out. But Oklahoma knows for sure that it was a lot of mistakes being made from Texas A&M in which gave Oklahoma a lifeline. What I mean by that is that it gave them more energy than what they had coming into the ball game. Once they got to the 8-0 run in the second inning, in which that is super early for you to be up 8 runs like that, they put it in their heads that the game ain't over just yet. But they knew that if they could get just a couple of more runs, and maybe just one more run, and they pretty much got that game where they want it to be. Oklahoma is the hot team right now. All right, they've been hot since the Super Regionals. They've took their loss in the Super Regional already. So they're on a streak right now in which they feel like can't be broken. Their hitters are going crazy, and they put it all together on us, man. They put it all together on us. So we will be facing double elimination. Hey, it is what it is. I've made a series of tweets in where I said A&M was going to win this College World Series by a total of 2 runs that I told you about, stuff like that. And those tweets have now went sideways. But that's okay. I got faith in this team that they will come back. And at the end of the day, I do have faith that this team will end up in the College World Series finals game. I still have faith that this team will win it all. It's just that they couldn't put it together on opening day. It was just too many mental errors going on right there, man. And that's what us A&M fans did not want to see. We wasn't necessarily worried about the scoring. We just didn't want to see the minimal mistakes on defense like we've been seeing all regional. Because we knew for sure that if somebody could expose that, like how the way they should expose it, then that could cost us a ball game in which, if it's not in the regionals already, it was going to cost us in the College World Series. That's the place where you do not want to make mistakes at. All right, so we have to clean up our mistakes sooner rather than later, because we have one more shot at this thing. We have one more shot at making it to the College World Series finals. If we don't deliver our end of the bargain, this is what you will hear. And you A&M fans got to get ready, man. At the same time, we won't discredit this ball club for just even making it in Jim Schlossnagel's first year. But this is what you will hear. An Aggie is going to Aggie. A&M just can't get it together. This is their 7th College World Series appearance, in which they still hadn't gotten past, such and such round. We're already 2 for 12 in the College World Series and things of that nature. The things I need you guys to realize is that we had our own formula turned against us. What I mean by that is that we're going to dominate their bullpen, the opponent's bullpen, take them all out, make them use every pitch, to where it was now turned around on us being the opponent that had to use almost our full bullpen. They use our formula. That goes to show you that that formula does work. So now we have to get back in the rhythm of being ourselves and using that same formula again, because we're not going to go away from it. But the pitching has to get better. It's simply the pitching. The pitching has to get better. And we just can't make errors, man. We cannot. So I have full confidence in this team that they'll come back. And we'll just really have to see what happens from here on out. All right, so I'm going to get on up out of here. We got about 20 more minutes until Texas and Notre Dame. I will be watching that game because Texas by far has the hardest matchup. All right, Notre Dame is a team they're coming in red hot, but Notre Dame should have been ranked from the beginning. So you're watching the team right now that's going to go in there, fill out their down, stuff like that. So we could indeed see Texas in the losers bracket, or we could see Notre Dame in the losers bracket. You got to remember that Notre Dame eliminated the number 1 team in the NCAA. So they're red hot at the moment. All right, so they don't quit just as much as we don't quit. But we'll see. We'll see what's what, stuff like that. And come back for another podcast on tomorrow, all right? So I love all of you guys. #GigaMax.